share as possible. But today, are you already? Oh, geez. Today, in writing, we're going to start planning a new informational paragraph. And you might notice that we have a guest in our room, and she's actually going to be taping you guys. So I know I didn't tell you guys about this yet. I would want to be, if I'm getting videotaped, I would want to be on my very best behavior, showing other teachers, because we're going to show this to other teachers, showing other teachers what a great job you guys can do. What we're going to do is we're going to come down to the carpet real quick. I want to give you guys some background information, about what we're going to be planning our informational paragraph about, just so you guys know a little bit more about what we'll write about. And then we'll plan an informational paragraph, and then we will share hopefully at the end of writing once our guest has to leave. So show me that you're ready to come down to the carpet. We're going to learn a little bit about birds for a second. I really like how I see row 1 sitting. Row 1 can head directly to the carpet. You guys get the prime time spot. I really like how I see row 2. Go ahead. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you, Jeez. I like how you guys headed right to the carpet. Thank you, Aiden. So, we've been writing personal narratives. We're going to switch back to informational paragraphs. We're going to be writing kind of like all abouts, like your own little mini all about book. Or it's not really a book, it's going to be just a paragraph. And in order to write all about something, you kind of need to have information about it. Do you guys know anything about nuclear physics? Could you write about that, you think? No, I think that'd be a little bit hard. What about birds? You guys think you know things about birds?
Yes.
Do you think we could maybe write all about birds?
Yes.
Maybe? Dennis, show me that you're listening, please. Fred and Alan, show me our carpet expectations. So, I'm going to give you a little bit more information about birds, so then we can plan our informational paragraph. So we'll do a little planning and we'll do a little verbal rehearsing today. So, I'm just going to read you one page about birds, and the heading of this chapter is called Flight. So, I think that if I had to predict, I would think this is about how birds fly. Then that's what flight is. It says, there are more birds in the world than any other kind of warm-blooded animal. The key to their numbers is flight. Flying allows birds to escape from their enemies and find safe places to perch and sleep. It also helps them find sources of food beyond the reach of most other animals. A bird in flight uses powerful muscles to flap its wings. As the wings flap up, the feathers separate to let air pass through. As they flap down, the feathers close and push against the air, moving the bird along. The curved shape of the wings creates lift, allowing the birds to rise in the air. Are you guys hearing some nice vivid verbs?
Yes.
Pay close attention to those because we're going to need to use them when we're planning our paragraph. Some birds are in the air for months or even years. Swifts spend the first 3 years of their lives in the air, landing only to nest and mate. We're going to be writing about birds flying. Real quick, before we start planning our paragraph, I just want to brainstorm a few ideas. What do you think are the body parts that a bird has that kind of help it fly the most? There's two that I'm thinking of in particular. There's two that I'm thinking of the most that I think we're going to write about. Abigail, what's one of you? Well, the muscles are very important, but where are those muscles important? The muscles of the what part? Yeah, the wings, definitely. I think the wings are going to be really important. So that's for flying. What about if a bird wants to like slow down or stop? What do you think might be a really important body part for that? Right?
Their wings and feet so they can land.
I think the wings and the feet for landing, that's important too. My friends would go with your friends. Okay, we got a little more room. Let's scooch up. Thank you. So, I think the wings are very important, you're right. There's one more body part that I'm thinking of that I think would really help the bird steer and stop. Let's think about what steering is and kind of what stopping is. What do you think is going to help? It really help the bird do that? Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. The tail. So we're going to be writing a paragraph about birds flying, and I think we're going to really talk about these two body parts, the wings and the tail. So when I say go, I know that was quick, but I wanted just to give you a little information. We're going to start planning together. This is the first informational paragraph that we've done in a long time. So we're going to kind of stay together a lot. Next week when we do another informational paragraph, you guys will have a chance to do more individually, more on your own. But today we're going to stay together a lot. So I really would like you not working ahead. Make sure you're staying with the rest of us, okay? So when I say go, I'd like you to head back to your seat. I'd like the paper passes up front. They'll be passing out your planner. Don't start planning yet. All you need to do is get your name and the date on it. Okay? Go ahead. Alan looks ready already. Who's my paper pass?
I'm the one who's paper collector and paper pass on now.
Guys, let's not be silly for the camera. Okay. So you should, once you have your planner, I know that you should get that your name and the date out right away. And show me that you're ready by having that name and the date and giving me your eyes. Is there anyone else who does not have? You have it? So get your name and the date out. Let's go. So, we're writing about kind of the parts of a bird that that help it fly. So our main idea isn't birds, because we're not writing about everything that birds do and everything about birds. We're kind of writing about something more specific, a little bit smaller of a main idea. So what do you think we should write here next to the main idea? What are we going to be kind of writing about?
Birds in the air.
Birds in the air? I think you're really close, yeah. I think let's be more specific about the body parts. I think, I'm just going to kind of give this to you because I know we haven't done this in a while. So, next to your main idea, I'd like you to write bird parts because that's what we're going to write about. We're going to write about the parts of the bird that help it fly. And I know that the main idea sentence introduces what the whole paragraph is going to be about. Remember, we already talked about how there's a huge hint about what the main idea is in the first sentence of the paragraph. Well, the same is in your writing. You need to give your reader a hint about what your paragraph is going to be about. What is our paragraph going to be about? Let's try to write me a main idea sentence. What do you think, Abigail? Bird parts and bird parts that help the bird do what?